dancer, the body is the instrument. It doesn't matter if you're from different cultures, but the 9 emotions which one feels: love, anger, wondrous, compassion. Heroic. The 9 emotions are common to everybody in the universe. And what is dance all about? Dance is about communicating the innate feelings which are deep down inside your soul. It may begin as just as a communication of a poem or a small sahitya or dancing just to rhythms. But believe me, every human wants to communicate to the highest conscious. Some people call it energy, some people call it God, some people call it the cosmic. But hidden down in each and every person is the desire to communicate. It may be communicating with humans too. That's why in India they say, I see God in each and every one, or I see the same energy that I have in another person. So all the emotions that flow through the body, that flow through the face, that flow through the body language, that flow through the voice, gets transmitted through heart discussion. So if I smile, or if it's a body language like this, or like this, or like this, anywhere in the world they understand it. And this is why they say that in spite of the globalized world, dances have been liked everywhere. It may be folk dance, because even in the tap dance, even in ballet dance, in anything there is a story. For example, ballet, Swan Lake. The story may not be known, but then the feeling is what is understood. And the body language around the world is the same. So I think that, of course, in India we believe that one needs samskara, or it is from birth after birth that you have this desire, or only then when you have this in your longing or your practice in the previous birth, that you can become a dancer or a musician. But when you look at the globe, I think humans itself are the creation of God, and they have that one essence, or that is nothing but a part of that whole cosmic universe. And I think that every person is an actor, a dancer, a musician in his own right. And the concept of rasa, which goes through the nadis of the humans, through the nadis goes the rasa. And it not only touches the heart, but they say that same when an artist performs so well, and that emotion is transmitted through the nerves to the various nadis, it reaches even the cosmic. And no wonder Tansen, when he sang, it started to rain. So I believe that it's just the longing to communicate and the longing to use the body as a dancer. Of course, you get trained several years, you specialize in this art. And in anywhere in the world, if you want to be a professional good dancer, the training helps you to fold, unfold, and reach the plane that you want. Every god in India has a symbolic representation. So, as you all know, the famous elephant-headed lord, he is supposed to be the remover of all obstacles. But stories tell us that, Parvati created Lord Ganesha from her sweat when she wanted to take a bath, and she asked him to guard that nobody enters when she's taking a bath. This is what the story goes. And he doesn't even, when Shiva enters, tries to come in and explain that I am Shiva, the husband or the lord of Parvati. Even then, Ganesha doesn't listen to him, and angered, Shiva is supposed to chop off the head of Ganesha. And when Parvati comes and cries, Lord Shiva looks around, chops the head of an elephant and replaces the head of Ganesha, originally a young boy, with an elephant head. And when Parvati tells, oh, if people look at him, they're going to laugh because he has the body of a human and the head of an elephant, Shiva says, don't worry, I will ensure that he will be the Prathama Pujita. This is what stories tell us. But every story has a symbolic representation in India. Some tell us that Ganesha was chosen even by Vedavyasa to write that huge epic Mahabharata non-stop. And what is important of Ganesha here is, other than he being a lord of removal of obstacles, he is known for his concentration, and he is known as the remover of ignorance, and every part of his head is supposed to have some significance, but he is known as Akasha Tattvam or the Omkara. So that's why we chose Ganapati. And also it has that visual beauty, and most of the foreigners are very familiar with this elephant-headed lord. Then we chose Ardhanarishwara, because what is life without Shiva and Shakti? What is life without man and woman? They are the two forces which are responsible for creation. At the cosmic level, Shiva and Shakti unite to create the universe. And at the level of the humans, we create another human. So Shiva and Shakti also represents the manly, the forceful, the energetic, and the feminine grace. Each one of us have both these aspects in the body. And when this is in equal harmony, the humans are supposed to be very balanced. Now, what would represent manliness in a human body is the willpower, the strength, the energy. And why did we perform the Krishna item which is called Taranga? Because Kuchipudi is all about the Bhagavatam. And Bhagavatam are stories of this flute lord, the romantic lord, the lord who did magic in every stage of his life. And Taranga means waves. His leelas are compared to that of the waves. Can anybody count the number of waves that come from the ocean or the sea? So is the leelas of Krishna. We feel his presence in every day, and for those who have the eye for the divine can see him in every second and in every thought. His presence is felt. But when you see it as an item, you see him as the Lord of the universe, the most wanted person for his music, which he uses the flute to produce this beautiful music. And the tarangam is symbolic because it is the item of Kuchipudi where the dancer balances herself on the rim of a brass plate with a pot of water, which represents the Karma Yoga and the Jnana Yoga, which is so important in the Bhagavad Gita. And for dancers, doing the Leelas of Krishna gives a lot of scope for choreography and attracts the common man because of the joy in the item.